Hey guys, what's up? It's Zack and Caleb, and we want to talk about something that's really been bothering us lately.
Morality.
Specifically, what's wrong with the world? Because there's a very low morality these days.
You see, it started a couple days ago. I'm not sure if you've heard this on the news, but there's this kid who held up a convenience store at gunpoint.
Yeah, what was he, like 12 years old?
He was 12. He was 12.
Where'd he get the gun?
From a friend who was 16.
So the 16-year-old had a gun and then gave it to a 12-year-old.
Yeah, and this 16-year-old had already gone around serial robbing people.
Holy crap. You see, that just goes to show you, like, that's young. That's like high school age, and they're carrying around guns, and then they're giving them to middle school age kids. Like, what is that?
My beef with this is why? Why do they think that this is acceptable? Why do they think that they get away with it? Hell, why did they get away with it?
Exactly. Like, okay, I know when we're kids, we play cops and robbers, we played with Nerf guns and laser tag and all that stuff, but that's not exactly reality.
Now they're actual robbers.
Exactly. Like, the same question keeps going through my mind. Why? Like, what purpose is there to that?
I have a few other stories besides this about
I bet you do.
Okay, I know a girl who works at the food bank. She's one of the managers, right? She does all the registration. So she spends her entire day helping feed people. She saved lives. Yet, when I was working there full time, someone stole her wallet. It was about a group of kids. They went through, grabbed her wallet. One of them pretended to be getting an order. Then they left. We didn't even realize this until like 20 minutes after they had gone.
How old were they?
I only seen the back because I was on the deck outside.
Okay.
But they were roughly 18.
Oh my gosh. Which I'm willing to bet is the age where most kids are committing these crimes.
Generally, yeah.
Did she get it back?
No.
What?
We couldn't find the guys.
See, there's stuff like that that backs up the fact that people these days, they don't care.
No,
Like,
they don't.
If someone's doing something good, they think they can take advantage and just get away with whatever. It's disgusting.
Okay, let's talk about something else. Shoplifters.
Oh my...
I work in retail, so I know a bit about shoplifters. I'll tell you this one story. I actually caught one time.
Oh, good for you.
Not really.
No?
He was 12, and we couldn't stop him.
Wait, what?
I seen him walk out with something in his front pocket. I seen him open it on his way across the street, and I seen him put something in the garbage can. But because he's underage, I can't forcibly search him. I'm not allowed to take him to the police. I'm not allowed to do anything.
So, so you saw him take something,
Mm-hmm.
you watched him walk out, you watched him do all this stuff, and you couldn't do anything?
We're not allowed.
That's bogus.
Honestly, the way it's going now, underage kids are basically the perfect criminals. There's no consequences for them anymore.
True enough. Like, back when we were kids, when we got in trouble, we got punished hard.
Yeah.
Like, I'm talking not just, like, sent to the corner, go to your room, but we had to sometimes do work to make us realize that, okay, this sucks, and what I did was no better. So if I don't want to do this, I shouldn't be doing stupid stuff.
You're in the early childhood education course, right, Zach?
Yep.
What's the largest punishment you're allowed to give a children nowadays?
Well, from the classes I've been to so far, underage youth committing crimes, I think the most we can do is just give them a warning.
A warning?
Pretty much. Like you said, since they're underage, we can't take them to the police or really do anything.
Yeah, my sister was in that course a few years ago.
Oh?
Yeah. She said that, according to the people there, discipline is wrong, and the only right way to punish a child is with a timeout. That's their most severe punishment. My sister has a good motto on this: the punishment should fit the crime.
Mm-hmm.
You need to punish a kid based upon what they did.
Exactly. And with a couple terms that I've learned so far, open custody and secure custody. Open custody is basically taking a child from their home and putting them in a group home, but still allowing them to have some freedom, so then they know that they messed up, but it's not completely severe enough to put them in secure custody, which is more of a jail-like penitentiary area. So if, say, I don't know, you do maybe a petty shoplifting thing, you're probably going to end up in, well, maybe not one, but if you go and you do a couple of petty shoplifting gigs, then you're probably going to go to a group home, whereas if you do joyriding or underage alcohol consumption, it's probably going to wind you up in a penitentiary. Didn't you hear a story a while back about, what was it, some guy in Boston?
Yes, the Good Samaritan, as I like to call this one. This one's a doozy. I'll say first, the only reason why I actually found this out was it just happened to be on a documentary that my social studies teacher showed us in high school. Now, this is all filmed via sidewalk security cameras, so this is 100% true. This guy, he heard a noise in an alleyway. We went to check it out. This old lady was being mugged. So he intervened, saved this lady's life.
A real hero.
Yeah, she's fine, but he gets shot in the process. It's nothing fatal, just like a blow to lower abdomen. Perfectly fine.
So, like a stomach wound.
Yeah. It wasn't anything big. So as he goes out into the sidewalk, asks for help, this is where things turn bad. People ignore him. It goes on for about 5 hours before he finally dies due to a non-fatal wound, only because of blood loss.
And the reason he died because of blood loss was because
people ignored him. Nobody bothered to help this guy.
And wasn't he right out on the sidewalk?
All right, yeah, he was literally on the sidewalk. At one point, after about an hour, 30 minutes, I think, he ended up collapsing on the side of the road. And I think the 24th person to walk past him actually grabbed him, flipped him over, saw the blood wound, and his reaction was to flip him back and then walk away.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
What kind of a world do we live in where you see someone lying on the sidewalk, and you think, okay, this is weird, let's see what's going on the other side. So you check that out, there's blood coming out of someone's stomach, and then your first instinct is to flip him around and walk away. What the f*** is up with that?
Believe me, it really did a number on me.
It's doing a number on me right now. Stories like that like Caleb said, he didn't hear it on the news.
No.
Stories like that should be in the news.
But they're not.
Exactly. And stories about people doing good. Like, all we see on the news these days, the big stories...
Miley Cyrus.
Don't go there.
I'm sorry, Zach, but that is the biggest news story.
It's the biggest news, but it's the biggest news there is.
It is.
Like, who the cares if she's doing this stupid twerking thing on the VMA?
Why are people in such an outrage about this when people like that guy are dying because people are ignoring him? When, see back here, this is the cenotaph, right? All these people were in the wars. They died. We don't hear about them. Yet they died to protect us. Where are they in the news?
Exactly. The people who do good and save lives get nowhere. I think that's ridiculous.
We're glorifying crime. It's become this big thing now.
There are so many things going through my mind right now, but they're all clashing with each other and speaking at one time. I can't concentrate on which one I want to say.
Well, I have a few things to say, but that's for another subject.
If you guys think that this world's going to pot and people like the Good Samaritan who helped out that lady but died, if you think that he should have gotten a lot more credit and someone had stopped to help him, just punch the like button, comment below, let us know what your stand on this. Is modesty and chivalry dead? Are we in a world where evil's gonna prevail? I sure as hell don't want to think so. Anyway, that's all we gotta say, guys.
Caleb, signing out.
I'm Zach. See you later.